Hey, what's up, Inter Nation? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great day. Today, in this video, we're going to explore the possibility of the top NFL talent joining the silver and black in free agency. We're going to dive into the potential signings of some of the league's most coveted players, so let's see if they'll make the leap to the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's dive straight into it. So I present to you a list of 7 free agents who I would like the Las Vegas Raiders to inquire about, and I would really like them to sign in free agency. The number 1, everybody knows, Mr. Chris Jones. Chris Jones, the powerhouse interior defensive lineman for the Super Bowl reigning Kansas City Chiefs. Could he be making his way to the desert? With his dominant presence on the field and hefty contract negation looming, Chris Jones could be eyeing a move to the Las Vegas Raiders. Just imagine him wreaking havoc on opposing offenses alongside the likes of Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz in silver and black. It's a tantalizing prospect, but will the Raiders be able to seal the deal? So a little bit more to go into Mr. Chris Jones here. Jones held out during the training camp and into the first week of the regular season before signing a 1-year deal worth up to $25 million for the 2023 season. The 29-year-old remains one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league, totaling 10.5 sacks in a season. His 66 quarterback pressures were tied for third amongst the defensive tackles during the regular season. The Chiefs retained the ability to place the franchise tag on Jones, giving them some slight leverage in contract negotiations at the start of free agency, but the tag would prohibitively be expensive. And Chris Jones wants to remain in Kansas City, maybe, and the Chiefs may want to keep him in the fold. He might have his eye over here in Las Vegas. You heard what he said about our facility and how he loves our stadium. I would love to see him wearing donning that silver and black. With the contract they just gave Patrick Mahomes, it's really tough to see him getting the deal that he wants because he has the Super Bowl rings, and I think the man just wants to get paid now. You know, he's been in the Super Bowl, he's won, he's a champion, and I think now he's just trying to plan for his future post-football, and I think the Raiders could definitely give him what he's looking for. And I believe that we are going to have to pony up a little bit, we are going to have to pony up a lot more money to sign the likes of Mr. Chris Jones over here. We're going to have to open up the checkbook, and Mr. Mark Davis, you got to do what you got to do, man. Write that blank check and pay the man. Because I believe as soon as he walks in the door, if we were to sign him to a contract, immediately as he walks into that locker room, man, it'll just change the whole atmosphere. It'll just definitely solidify that defense. Chris Jones also said when he was over there at the Super Bowl, when he was just playing against the 49ers there at our stadium, he said that he adored our practice facility and he was just in awe and he was in amazement. And he got caught up in that Raider effect, man. That's what we do, we got that new stadium, the latest technology, what is there not to like there? So I'm really hoping that we could get him over here. It'd be nice to have him just going against his former team against the Chiefs. So he's my free agent number 1. My number 2 target in the free agency, Justin Madubuike. So next up, we have this man here. He's a rising star of the Baltimore Ravens defensive line. With his disruptive play and impressive stats, Madubuike could be a game changer for the Las Vegas Raiders defense instantly. Now just picturing him lining up with our defense we have now, just ready to just wreck opposing quarterbacks. That will be a sight to see. But the question is, will the Las Vegas Raiders be able to lure Madubuike away from the Baltimore Ravens and into the bright lights of the Las Vegas Raiders? That's the question that remains to be unanswered. Just this last offseason, that was the year of the defensive tackle, with a handful of top options breaking the bank, from Quinnen Williams to Jeffrey Simmons to Deron Payne to Dexter Lawrence. Madubuike's pressure stats are in the top 6 with Aaron Donald and Chris Jones. So yes, Madubuike is in the conversation as one of the top interior linemen in the NFL. He had 56 tackles and 13 sacks last season. He was disruptive in the Ravens' loss to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game with a half sack and 6 tackles and a quarterback hit. He's a game wrecker and a game changer. He's definitely a rising star in the making, and he is a baller. I would love to have him don that silver and black. It'll be just an amazing sight to see. And once again, it'll definitely solidify our defense for sure. It'll make an instantaneous impact if we were to able to acquire Madubuike. He has good speed, great tackling. It's very hard for the running back or anybody to escape his tackles. It's extremely difficult. And he has a motor that just goes nonstop. So Justin Madubuike, he is my number 2 top free agent target. My number 3, or my 3rd free agent target, who I would love for the Las Vegas Raiders to acquire, is Josh Allen. Not Josh Allen, the quarterback from the Bills, Josh Allen from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He is the linebacker. So Josh Allen is a dynamic outside linebacker for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Could he be donning the silver and black in the near future? With his relentless pass rush and a knack for wreaking havoc in the backfield, could he be the missing piece to the Las Vegas Raiders defensive puzzle? Picture him just blitzing off the edge alongside with Max Crosby, Mad Max Crosby, just striking fear into the hearts of opposing offenses. But the question is, will the Raiders be able to outbid the Jacksonville Jaguars for his services? So Josh Allen, he was the number 7 overall selection by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 2019 draft. Josh Allen finished and he tied for 2nd in the NFL in sacks, 17.5, and 2nd in quarterback pressures, 96. The franchise tag would seem to be in play, but it is very hard to believe the Jaguars have not already got a deal in place for the homegrown talent like the Kentucky product, who has developed into one of the best pass rushers in the game today. So with all that being said, he is my 3rd top priority pick in the NFL free agency. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Raider Nation, let's get into the number 4 top priority pick I would like the Las Vegas Raiders to sign in the NFL free agency. And that man is LaMarcus Sneed from the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs. This guy is a dog and he is a lockdown cornerback. So could LaMarcus Sneed, the lockdown cornerback for the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs, could he be actually making his way to the desert oasis of the Las Vegas Raiders? With his stellar performance on the outside and his impressive stats, LaMarcus Sneed could be a game changer for the Las Vegas Raiders secondary. Imagine him blanketing receivers alongside with the corners we have now, shutting down all the passing lanes with pure ease. But will the Raiders be able to entice Sneed away from the reigning Super Bowl champions and into the silver and black and come to the dark side? LaMarcus Sneed's strong play on the outside for the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs is a large reason why the Kansas City Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl and won. Sneed and Trent McDuffie both played at a high level and both took their opponent's number 1 receiver at times. LaMarcus Sneed finished the season allowing 42 catches on 81 targets for 406 yards with 0 touchdowns allowed and 2 interceptions. That's impressive. He also had 10 pass breakups. It was a really good year for the 27-year-old defensive back, and he is going to get paid. He's tough, he's physical, he'd be a great Raider, and that's why he's the number 4th pick on my NFL free agency target list. All right, Raider Nation, so with my 5th choice in the NFL free agency, my target for the Las Vegas Raiders is cornerback Jaylen Johnson from the Chicago Bears. He had an absolute breakout season, snagging 4 interceptions, and that's a huge improvement from his previous years where he only managed to have 1 interception in 3 seasons. Now, Chicago's sitting pretty in terms of cap space. It seems like they're in a prime position to keep him as a key piece of Eric Washington's revamped defense. And let's not forget, Jaylen's not just any cornerback. He earned himself a Pro Bowl nod and a second-team All-Pro honors, solidifying his status as one of the top talents in his class. But here's the kicker, pun intended. Despite his stellar performance, it's only been 1 year of elite play, so there's talk that the Bears might use the franchise tag on him, locking him in for another season with a hefty $8.8 million price tag. Now, you know I bleed silver and black, and I can't help but to think how Jaylen will look in a Raiders uniform, but imagine him locking down receivers in our secondary, making game-changing plays week in and week out. So with that being said, that makes him my 5th target choice in the NFL free agency. The 6th target that I would like the Las Vegas Raiders to get is Christian Wilkins. He is a disruptive force anchoring the Miami Dolphins defensive line. With his impressive stats and relentless motor, Wilkins can be a force to be reckoned with in the heart of the Raiders defense. Like I said and stated earlier, picture him with Mad Max Crosby, Wilkins, just wreaking havoc in the trenches. But will the Las Vegas Raiders be able to overcome salary cap constraints to secure Christian Wilkins' services? So Christian Wilkins, he's a Clemson product and has been a game wrecker and the best defensive player on the field for the Miami Dolphins since they selected him in the first round of the 2019 draft. Wilkins, 28 years old, finished with 69 combined tackles and 9 sacks in 2023, last year. He rightly wants to be compensated among the top defensive tackles in the game, like Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, and Javon Hargrave. However, the Dolphins have salary cap issues, which can make it extremely hard to keep a player like Wilkins. He is my 6th NFL free agent target I would like the Raiders to get. My 7th pick, probably one of my favorite free agents I would love for the Las Vegas Raiders to get, is my man, Brian Burns. So Brian Burns, he is the dynamic edge rusher for the Carolina Panthers. With his explosive speed off the edge and relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, Burns could be a nightmare for opposing offenses in the silver and black, sacking quarterbacks and disrupting passing lanes with ease. But will the Raiders be able to outmaneuver the Panthers for Burns' signature? That's the question. So Brian Burns just played on his 5th-year option, and he managed only 8 sacks, 1/2 off of his career low. He is Carolina's best young asset on defense, and they've turned down strong offers from other teams. But he's my 7th pick in the free agency who I would like to get. An honorable mention is Chase Young. He's another one who could be a sleeper pick in the free agency. The 49ers got him basically for a bag of peanuts or a bag of chips. But he was on the Washington Commanders, and then he was acquired by the San Francisco 49ers. I believe that the injuries that have occurred during his pro career is kind of what hindered him a little bit. But I believe that when he's healthy, he could definitely be that X factor. The highly touted edge rusher whose journey has been marked by highs and lows. Could he find a new home in the desert, though, with the Las Vegas Raiders? With his immense physical talent and potential for greatness, he could be a game changer for the Las Vegas Raiders defense also as well. But concerns over his consistency and injury history could that deter the Raiders from making a move on him? Well, Raider Nation, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys like the list of 7 players that I put here and who I would like the Las Vegas Raiders to try to acquire in the NFL free agency? Did I miss anybody? Once again, this list is not in any particular order aside from Chris Jones. He's my top go-to priority, number 1. But I just want to know what you guys think. I always like to hear you guys' comments, your inputs, and opinions. I always try to respond to them. I respond to all my comments. I try to get to them as fast as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up everything of tonight's video. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. And join me next time as I continue to explore all the possibilities of what NFL talent's going to join this silver and black. I'm going to do some more draft stuff. I got some live streams coming up soon also as well. And stay tuned for more content. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, night, depending on your time zone. Stay safe out there. And thank you, everybody. Bye.